usually have this red belly light. These things have been reported coming out of the sea. They've been reported hovering over fishing boats up in the Arctic Circle in the Atlantic. They've been reported hovering over motorways. Certainly I've had reports from over the M5 motorway, the M1, the M6, and we've had occasions where these have been reported in Scotland, of course. And then there was the famous case in Scotland where one of these gigantic triangles was seen to come down and land in a field, and the witnesses actually observed alien creatures coming from them.
How did these aliens manifest themselves?
Well, they didn't manifest it as such. What happened was they actually saw this craft on the ground, and they were no more than 50 yards away from it, and they had a pair of binoculars with them. And it appears that the aliens weren't aware they were being observed. There were a large number of the small aliens, the small which we would normally call the grey aliens.
What sort of numbers are we talking about?
Well, the witnesses said that at one stage they thought there could have been up to 100. And they seem to be working in groups, each under the supervision of a tall brown-faced, oriental-looking alien. They said the tall ones could have been anything up to 7 feet tall. And it was obvious when they'd been watching it for a few minutes that one group of these small aliens was working under the supervision of one of these very large ones. And they were racing about in and out of the forest which was next to where the craft was down, carrying tubular and round objects, and they were going from the craft to the forest and back, and the witnesses weren't sure whether they were taking stuff from the craft to the forest or vice versa, but they were very graphic with the descriptions, and other things that they sort of described at the time, i.e. hovering balls, like glass balls which were dimpled like a golf ball. And inside one of these balls was one of these very large oriental aliens.